Hey you guys, it's Arson. I have not uploaded in weeks now and I'm very mad at myself, but I am trying to get back on track and start up this video making again because I really do enjoy it. I really do like all of the positive feedback that I get from everybody, and I'm very glad that I'm getting to people, a lot more people than I thought I would. My first video has over 500 something views now, and that's really cool. That I was happy to get to 100, and to be at over 500 now is amazing. But before I get this video started and before I talk about the topic that I want to talk about in this video, wow, that was very redundant. I want to give a shout out to a very special person to me, and disclaimer, I'm very corny, very corny, and she knows this, but I wanted to give it, well, she wanted the shout out, but I also was, willing to give it to her. I want to give a shout out to Des. She lives 2,312 miles away from me, but we're talking all day, and she lives in Orlando, Florida, by the way. But she's amazing, and I'm really grateful to be able to talk to her. And if I'm not talking to her, I'm talking about her to somebody with smiling from ear to ear. She's really amazing, and I'm pretty sure if any of you follow me on social media, you see her on there. And I cannot wait to meet her. I cannot wait to meet her in person, because being 2,312 miles away from each other sucks butt. A lot of butt. Not the good kind of butt either. But yeah, so shout out to you guys. You're awesome. Anyways, so what I want to talk about in this video today is surgeries. Now, I'm only going to talk about the two main surgeries that don't make a trans man, because you don't need these surgeries to identify as trans, or identify as trans masculine, trans male, trans boy, whatever you want to identify as. You do not need these, but these are the two most common surgeries that happen in the trans community for males and females, top and bottom surgery. But of course, I'm going to be talking about trans guy top and bottom surgery. So personally, top surgery has always been in the plan. I have always wanted to get top surgery, even before I came out, even before I realized that I was trans. I have never liked my chest. It's pretty big. I'm not saying that I'm like a triple D, but it is pretty big in size, and that has always bothered me because I've never wanted to have a big chest. And dysphoria. I hate it. But like I said, top surgery has always been in the plan, and so I'll just give a little quick rundown on surgery. You guys have to let me know what you want to talk about, because there's a lot of things that I could talk about, but I want to know what you guys want to know. So maybe one day I'll really get into surgeries in depth and how they happen, and give you guys all of the, sorry, I do that a lot, give you guys the medical terminology and all that kind of stuff. But I will give you guys the little simple rundown and why I want these surgeries. So I already said why I wanted top surgery, because I absolutely despise my chest. I hate it. Looking in the mirror isn't always easy to everybody, but especially looking in the mirror before you're gonna take a shower, just when you're naked, to me it's always a little bit harder, because I have to look at something that I have to wait, because it's like, yeah, I'm chubby, so it's like I could work out and lose some weight, and I'll probably feel better about myself in that aspect, and I could start working out tomorrow, but I have to wait till I'm 18 to fix what's going on right here. So sadly, it's just one of those things that I'm gonna be sad about, and I can't change, so until I'm 18. But okay, so top surgery, what happens with top surgery? I will talk about, okay, there is two main top surgeries. there is a periareolar, and there is a double incision. There's also a keyhole, but I'm going to talk about periareolar and double incision. So for people with a smaller chest, trans guys that were just born with a smaller chest, they go through periareolar, and periareolar is where the doctor usually only does a cut on the bottom of the nipple and takes out most of the breast tissue, but you still have to leave some in because you still want your chest. You don't want it to concave, anything like that. You don't want any complications, so you're still gonna have some breast tissue, but you're gonna get a flat, more male appearance. And so with that one though, the reason why I don't like periareolar, and why even if I had a smaller chest I probably wouldn't want to get it, is because you don't get your nipples resized, and they're nipples vary in sizes. So it's like, if you have a flat chest but a larger nipple, it just aesthetically, to me, it's not pleasing, so I wouldn't want that on my body. So now double incision. Double incision is what I would get for, and this is for people with larger chests. The doctor will usually make an incision above your chest and below your chest. And when I say chest, it's because I do not like to use the word boobs or breasts. Well, I mean, breasts, I can use that because of breast tissue and stuff like that. But personally, I prefer to say chest. So when I'm saying chest, yes, I'm saying boob. So top of chest and bottom of chest, top of boob, bottom of boob. Okay, just to get that out there. So the doctor will make an incision on the top of your chest and the bottom of your chest, and okay, see, I always explain it backwards. Okay, so first the doctor will get something that's called a cookie cutter, which sounds frightening because like they're putting a cookie cutter to your chest, but no, it's a round circular measuring kind of thingy. And wow, I should really be using medical terms, but you understand me. It's this round metal thing that is the size of a typical cisgendered male's nipple, and the doctor will put it over your nipple and so when you're laying down on something, or you're taking a nap and you lay on something and then you get that mark, like all those face marks and those arm marks and stuff like that because you were on top of something. Yeah, well, the doctor will push in until they see that little dip, and then they will use a scalpel, resize your nipple to a typical cisgender male's size nipple, and then they will do the incision on the top of your chest, the bottom of your chest, remove most of your breast tissue, seal up those scars, seal up those incisions, and regraft your nipple on your chest. So your nipple is going to go, usually it aligns with the pectoralis muscle, because that's just how cisgender males are set up. So the doctor, with Dr. Garamoni, who I want to go to, and all of the different, reveals that I've watched and stuff like that, he always talks about how it's perfectly aligned with the pectoralis muscle, and the pectoralis muscle is when you flip. Okay, I'm not buff at all, so I'm not even gonna try. But when you flex and you see males that have that dip that goes right here when their pecs are buff, it's supposed to be aligned with that, and that's where the doctor will align it and all that kind of good stuff, to make it as aesthetically male as possible. I cannot wait to get top surgery. Hopefully everything works out, and as soon as I'm 18, I'm sitting there calling Dr. Garamoni when is your closest appointment that you can get me into, so that I can please, pretty please, just have my freedom. So yeah. Bottom surgery is something that I have not always wanted. When I was younger, basically the end of 2014, I am not gonna lie, I was a lot more ignorant than I am now. I'm not saying that I'm a know-it-all or that I'm super wise, or I like to think that I'm woke, but I wouldn't say that I know everything, the ins and outs ins and outs of everything, so I'm still ignorant to some things, but I'm a lot less ignorant than I was before, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But before, I would say, oh, you know, like, I like females, I don't like male genitalia, so why would I want to staple one onto me? I still get mad at myself to this day for saying some stupid stuff like that, and who says that? Somebody who's ignorant. But so I would say that all the time, and it was just bad. But now I've come to realize that the reason why I said that was because and I didn't know how surgery, you know, how bottom surgery happened until I did my research. And when I did my research, I was like, you know what? I can see myself wanting this one day, but it's currently not at the medical advance that I want it to be at, personally. So I'm willing to wait until I feel like aesthetically and just medically wise that bottom surgery is right for me, because medicine and surgeries are always changing and always getting better, and if I can wait until I can wait until I find a surgeon or a method that makes me feel comfortable with what I have in my bottom region. I want it to be aesthetically pleasing, not only for other people but for me myself, and I wanted to have as many functions as possible, as many cisgender functions as possible, and I'm saying, and so if any of my family watches this, or if my mom ever comes across this, I'm saying this educationally wise, that, you know, and as I get older, because I'm not going to get this surgery until I get older, so remember that. I want to be able to ejaculate like a male, pee like a male, and let me not even say male, let me just say cisgender guy. I want to be able to pee like a cisgender guy. I want to be able to ejaculate like a cisgender guy. I want to be able to feel as cisgender as possible. And that's what I want out of bottom surgery, and where bottom surgery is right now, it has a lot of those things, but not all of them. And I'm willing to wait until I have the option to do something that makes me happy. So yeah, that is all, because that's all. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching very, very much, and hopefully I get back on track with this video recording stuff, because I really, really like it. Alright, bye guys.